How the Moors on this holy day?
All is well.
All is well. Is all truly well?
All is truly well.
All is truly. That sounds like the left side of the room. How are the brothers over here on the right side of the room?
All is well.
Praise Allah. Praise Allah. You know, for the visitors, we welcome you to the Moorish Science Temple of America. You could be anywhere in Atlanta. You know, Atlanta's what they call it, hot Atlanta. It's cold.
Yeah.
Well, it's cold right now, but you know, Atlanta's the party city. You can be anywhere right now, but you came to the Moorish Science Temple of America. Islam?
Islam.
Come to the Moorish Science Temple of America to learn about yourself, to learn about your nationality and your divine creed. Islam?
Islam.
See, nationality is that quality and character that we're talking about tonight. We're talking about a divine love.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
You know, I think it was Sister T. Rynesiel, Assistant Grand Governor, who this thought came through.
Islam. That's right.
Islam?
That's right.
That was a divine thought
Islam.
to identify this day as Divine Love Day.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
See, what had just passed by was what they called Valentine's Day. Islam?
Islam.
But that was someone else's forefathers who established that day.
You working, Sheikh.
Islam?
Islam.
So we took it upon ourselves because we have self-determination and the ability to divine Islam.
Islam.
Because when you are being yourself and no one else, when you are honoring your fathers and mothers, then you have the ability to define
Islam.
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 You have the ability to establish your own legacy,
Praise Allah.
the ability to establish your own destination, your own destiny.
That's right.
Islam.
Islam.
And so our sister, a thought came through her from Allah
Islam.
to identify this day
Praise Allah.
as Divine Love Day. Islam?
Islam.
So all praises are due to Allah for that. Well, we can establish our own Islam. Well, we can establish our own days, our own holidays, our days of celebration and worship, etc. Islam,
Islam.
establish our own customs. Return back to our own culture
Islam.
because it's yours.
Islam.
Why would you give it to somebody else?
That's right.
Islam? Be yourself and no one else.
Islam.
Islam, Moors?
Islam.
See, Prophet Noble Drew Ali teaches us, he says, what is your nationality?
Moorish American.
Why are we Moorish Americans?
Because we're descendants of Moroccans and born in America.
Then, if we are that, why do we oftentimes appear to be something else?
Come on now. Speak on it.
Has being something else worked out for us?
No, sir. No, sir. Emphatically, no.
It hadn't worked.
No, sir.
The thing that works, or the thing that we have yet to see come into fruition, and we're going to talk about justice tonight, I think,
Ooh,
right?
That's right.
In order for us to receive justice or to demonstrate justice, we have to be ourselves.
Islam.
We have to be ourselves. The prophet said, man, you know, if man would know, he must himself be what he knows.
Islam.
I think I say that quote every meeting because it's very important.
Islam.
See, it's one thing for me to give you the information, but if you just have the information, then you're just walking around with papers in your hand. Islam?
Islam, Sheikh.
But it's another to put the paper down and become
That's right.
what you have found out.
That's right.
Islam, Moors?
Islam, Sheikh.
Prophet says that the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Islam?
Islam.
That gives you a point of origin. And those people didn't practice. I'm going to stop before I go too far.
Take a sheet.
Come on, Mo.
But those people were themselves and no one else. They were the founders of civilization.
Islam, Mo.
They brought culture all throughout the world. A global empire
Islam, Mo.
that you are a part of.
That's right.
Islam?
Islam, Sheikh.
Taught the sciences, the maths, the engineering. Islam?
Islam.
Taught the, you know, anthropology, the archaeology, what's the other word I'm looking for? Agriculture.
That's right.
Culture. Agriculture. They fed themselves. Islam?
Islam.
And so we're teaching you how to feed yourself in the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Islam, Sheikh.
Not just physically, but spiritually.
Islam, Mo.
Islam.
Because no other people can feed you.
That's right.
Islam.
Why? Because they see the world different than you.
That's right.
And if you're being fed by another people, you can't see the world from your own eyes.
That's right.
Islam?
Islam, Sheikh.
Be yourself and no one else.
That's right.
Learn about your nationality and your divine creed. Why? Because it's yours. You know, I get asked this question sometimes. Why should I proclaim my nationality?
Wow.
Think about that.
Man, it's a thought.
Why should I proclaim my nationality? You know what my answer is?
What's that shit?
Because it's yours.
Islam, bro.
It belongs to you.
Islam, bro.
If you had a house and someone came to your house and squatted, well, I don't want to use that energy, but they squatted in your house. It's like you was on vacation. You came back home. It was a whole other family staying up in your house.
Wow.
What you gonna do? Walk by it?
No, sir. They gotta go.
You gonna say, hey, you can have it. You can have it. You look comfortable.
No, they gotta go shit.
No, you're gonna proclaim that it's yours.
Islam, bro.
Why? Because it belongs to you.
Islam, bro.
It's yours.
That's right.
Why should you proclaim your nationality? Because it's yours.
Islam.
It belongs to you. Stop giving it away.
That's right.
Islam?
Islam.
The Grand Sheikh always talk about, outsourcing your intelligence. We have to stop outsourcing our intelligence.
Islam.
You have everything that you need to save a nation.
Islam.
Now take it and save yourself.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
And guess where it exists? Within you. It's already within you.
Islam.
Sometimes we practice our culture on autopilot and don't even know it.
That's right.
Islam?
That's right.
See, what the prophet did was brought a mirror to us so that we can see who we were and who we were not.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
He said that you are not Negroes, black folks, colored people, or Ethiopians.
Islam.
Because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders.
Right.
So why would you identify with something that someone else gave you? A name that someone else gave you.
Come on, Sheikh.
And then when
Go ahead, Sheikh. Blow it out, bro.
There's always this argument about identity, And one of the reasons that we are so focused on identity all the time is because identity and purpose go hand in hand.
That's right.
You can't know, there's that old saying, you don't know where you're going, right? If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
So if I don't know where I come from, someone else is going to give me a purpose.
Islam.
My purpose that I'm carrying out is going to be guided by somebody else.
That's right.
Instead of by Allah.
Islam, bro.
Islam?
Islam.
So return back to your own. Come worship under your own vine and fig tree.
Islam.
But why? Because it's yours.
That's right.
Islam?
Islam.
Allah is love. And this is Divine Love Day. And we give praise to Allah for sending us a prophet to return our minds back to us.
Islam.
Because for a long time, we have been out of our minds.
Islam.
We have been completely out of our minds.
That's right.
Islam?
That's right.
So he returned our mind back to us so that we can get out, we say that we get our mind right. Islam?
Islam.
Right. What is right?
Working.
See, right is a principle of the higher self. What's the higher self? The higher self is the mother of the virtues and the harmonies of life and breeds justice, mercy, love, and right.
That's right.
See, we got to go through justice, mercy, and love in order to get our minds right.
Islam, Sheikh.
Islam? So,
Praise Allah.
come on home to the Moorish Science Temple of
That's
America.
right.
Yes, right. Islam.
Be a part of this divine and national movement, and you will have power to save your people. But you have to first save yourself.
Islam.
Because this doctrine of the Moorish Science Temple of America is about self-accountability.
That's right.
That's right.
It's about self-accountability. I can't hold you accountable if I don't hold myself accountable.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
I can't love you if I don't love myself.
That's right. Fact.
I can't trust you if I don't trust myself.
That's right, Sheikh.
So these lessons are for all those who love Jesus. Yeah, we love Jesus.
Islam, bro.
What does Jesus mean?
Jesus means justice.
Jesus means justice.
Islam, bro.
Jesus means justice. Islam?
Islam.
So, yeah, we're teaching our people about Jesus. And and there's no spook degree.
No, sir.
See, the prophet says that the higher self is Allah in man. Islam?
Islam.
And oftentimes, all the time, Allah sends his love thoughts, to save a people. Islam? He sends a thought of truth to save his people. He sends a thought of freedom
Islam.
to save his people. A thought of peace. A thought of justice. Islam?
Islam.
Says in the Holy Bible, what they call the Holy Bible, in book of Colossians chapter 4, verse 11, Jesus means justice.
Islam. It's right there, man.
So who are we teaching about? Islam?
Islam.
Jesus means justice. And justice is a principle of the higher self.
That's right. Islam.
So where is Jesus? Islam wars?
Islam. See?
So all praise is due to Allah, highest abundance to his holy and divine prophet. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I just wanted to get up and share, just for a moment, the divine, this divine day, we give praise to Allah.
Islam.
Islam, because this is divine love day.
Islam.
Islam. So we give all praise to Allah. Friday is our holy day of rest because on the Friday, the first man was formed in flesh.
That's right.
And it was on the Friday when the first man departed out of flesh. And he ascended into his Father God Allah. Islam? So in essence, he ascended into love.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
Because Allah is love.
Islam.
So let us keep our vibrations high.
Islam.
Even when we leave out of these doors, let's keep our vibrations high. Because when we come to the Moorish Science Temple of America, we're coming to absorb that energy, right? To absorb the vibrations so that we can go back out and withstand the things that are happening in the cares of the world.
Islam.
Islam?
Islam.
So we give all praise to Allah.
Praise Allah.
We give praise to Allah.
Praise Allah. Indeed, man.
Islam?
Islam. See?
Praise Allah. Keep Allah first. Keep Allah in your thoughts. Islam? Because when you're dealing with conflict out in the cares of the world, Allah will be there for you if you hear him talking to you.
Islam.
Islam? You said that Allah speaks to man in a small, still voice. And he who hears is still. Islam?
Wow.
So meditate on that.